So my name's Coleman, and my life before Christ consisted of a lot of partying, a lot of alcohol, a lot of drugs, as I was dealing with the loss of my father, and in that ended up down a path of depression and loneliness, and ultimately was leading on a path of self-destruction, and then was introduced to Brock Randall.
Right off the gate, I could tell that Coleman was searching for something, that he had been through something, and God just gave me a heart to reach out to him and to pursue him and to talk with him.
And Brock quickly and boldly, out of just faith, shared the gospel with me and shared his testimony with me. And through that, I quickly became hungry to experience the joy he had in Christ. He just discipled me every day. Through that, I accepted Christ into my life, and Brock baptized me in November of 2021.
Coleman reminded me of a time in my life when I was searching for the same thing, when I was trying to find that through drugs and alcohol and women. I was far from God, searching for him in all the wrong places. But seeing how God changed my brother Ryan's life made a huge impact on me and made me believe that he could change my life too.
He had recently moved back into town, and I had recently just come through a divorce, and God had saved me in that. And I wanted Brock to see, the difference. I wanted to show him God's grace. And so I invited him into my life. I invited him to our community group. I invited him to live in my basement.
What really stuck out was going through what he went through, but finding Christ gave him a joy and a peace and a hope that is not natural for what he was going through. And it kind of really stuck out to me that something's different about Ryan. Something has changed, and I wanted that.
And over time and through discussions and prayer, I got to see Brock come to know Jesus in a beautiful, beautiful way. I see his life transformed.
Through Ryan, seeing his change, and through that community group that he got me involved with, it allowed me to see that Christ had already done everything necessary to save me, that all I had to do was accept what he did. I can't do it and couldn't do it, but Christ did it, and all I needed to do was accept that, and it was just like a revelation for me.
I had poured into Brock because of a man named Josh Hatfield, who poured into me at a really difficult time in my life. And one of the most unlikely people too. And he just reached out to me one day and he said, "Hey man, can we go golfing?" And so I went golfing with him, and he, over the course of those 18 holes, laid out the gospel for me. And the thing that stuck out was he said, "You are still loved, and God takes things that are broken and he makes them whole again." It wrecked and changed my heart. And I know he was doing that because a man named Stephen reached out to him and poured into him when he was broken and searching and trying to find Jesus. And so seeing God's faithfulness from Stephen to Josh to me to Brock to Coleman is just the natural way the gospel moves forward, and it's a beautiful thing to see.